Hey kids, welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about, believe it or not, Titanfall. Weirdly, today's plan was to do more Modern Warfare content, and don't worry, there's some more of that coming down the pipeline. However, right now I'm kind of stoked on Titanfall 2. I don't know. I think it's because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately. I've been discovering some new YouTubers who are actually insane at the game. I watched a streamer today at work who is like actually insane. And honestly, Titanfall 2 is coming back into my mind a lot lately, and it's gotten me thinking a lot about Titanfall 3. Not because there's actually any official news or anything, but because the success of Apex has definitely got to be having the developers, and EA really thinking about having another game coming out. A couple of reasons why. One, when they went free to play on PS4, that game got a lot of traction. Titanfall 2 blew up. They had 100,000 players, actually concurrent players playing there for a little bit. And that's actually insane, especially for a game that is really old. It came out in 2014, I think. And like the fact that it got that many people excited and playing, that's not a small feat. That's almost like launch numbers for smaller games. So honestly, I'll bet they saw that and they're like, you know what? We need to bring back this franchise. Like, it's actually a good franchise. I think EA probably lost a lot of faith in the project of Titanfall after the whole fallout with the Titanfall 2 game where no one bought it, right? And honestly, people blame it on the release date. That may have been it. Maybe it's just that Titanfall 2 just doesn't have a name like other games do. It was scrunched between Battlefield and Call of Duty on the release date, and so that honestly could be a huge factor as to what happened to their numbers. But at the end of the day, it wasn't going to be a Call of Duty or a Battlefield, because it's just a different IP and it hasn't had a name like that yet. And I would argue that, I don't know, I didn't play Titanfall 1. I'm assuming it was probably a great game, right? But Titanfall 2, better than a lot of the Call of Duties that I've played, not gonna lie, at least in my opinion. On top of that, Apex came out of the gate, blew the gates wide open, made everybody like see what Titanfall 2 was. They're like, dang, what is this world? And Apex blew the fuck up. And honestly, I think it's due to battle royales, the hype of battle royales. They released it at a perfect moment, right in the midst of that. And they did it without any like launch news or anything. Like, it wasn't a hyped game, so no one could be pre-hyped and then be disappointed. It was like kind of the perfect way to do it. And they got all the streamers on board like you have to do. Like, that was perfectly executed in my opinion. Now, what followed after that? Like, I think Apex has some issues and the devs have some issues there, and I think I don't know exactly how to solve those problems, but from launch, I think they handled that perfectly. And as far as it goes for like marketing a game and things like that. That being said, Titanfall 3, it's got to be on the horizon. EA has got to be thinking about it. If it's not, I will be so surprised, because the way that the landscape is right now, people are just dying for more great games. And they're kind of tired of the old, right? And I think Titanfall 3, they released it with a Titanfall BR, right? Just like Call of Duty is doing, just like Battlefield is doing. Imagine, and I talked about this yesterday in yesterday's video about Titanfall 2 and Apex. If Apex had the movement of Titanfall 2, why don't they just do a Battle Royale that is Titanfall 3 and also regular Titanfall? Now, part of me wonders, because of the way games are made now, will Titanfall 3 actually be as good as like Titanfall 2 was? Half of the things that I think are great about Titanfall 2 are the way that it's monetized, are the way that the skins are unlockable. There's lots of good unlockable skins. I would argue that Modern Warfare has a pretty good system for that as well. And if they did a battle pass system, like if they did exactly what Modern Warfare did, I'd be pretty happy, aside from, the obvious issues. But if they took Titanfall, did the monetization of Modern Warfare, added a Battle Royale, that would be amazing. I would play that game non-stop. And I think they know that people would. And so I'm thinking, call me on my bluff if it doesn't happen, I'm thinking Titanfall 3 is definitely on the horizon. Now, we have heard some official news from EA that they are focusing on Apex, right? They want that to be a 10-year game, which, I don't know. I'm calling their bluff. I don't think it's going to be a 10-year game. I think it's a great game. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't think it's lasting 10 years. They're just not innovating enough to keep it fresh, to keep people that involved with it. Like, people might be playing it at that point, but it's not going to be like at the forefront like it is for that long. Because, look at it, look. There's a few games that have done that, right? If you look at like CSGO, it's been around longer than that, right? But CSGO is known as the competitive FPS. What does Apex have? It's like another competitive yet fun battle royale, and it doesn't hold enough steam to last that long. And so Respawn's gonna have to do something. Obviously, Respawn's doing other things, but if they want to do something in that IP, I don't think they're keeping Apex for 10 years. Really, like, no one's gonna be like, it's not gonna be huge like it is now that long in the future. Not if they keep doing what they're doing now. They're gonna have to do some serious innovations, change some huge things about it in order for that to actually be a thing. That being said, Apex is a great game. I really enjoy it. As soon as I get my PC fixed here this Monday, I'm actually going to be playing some Apex. I'll probably do some Apex videos, in fact. It's been a while since I played it on PC, though. I'm probably going to be terrible, let's be honest. I've played most of my hours in Apex with a controller, and we all know how bad I am at that. Look at this gameplay right here. Obviously, I'm terrible with the controller. I'm not great with it. I'll stop, humble bragging here. At the end of the day, give us another Titanfall. Let this Apex thing die. Like, we love it. It's great and all, but just do Titanfall 3, man. I think everybody's waiting for that. And I think this time around, it's going to go a lot better. As long as they don't... Because of the hype around Titanfall 2, like, Titanfall 2 has made a name for itself, like a cult classic name for itself, past tense, where if they were to release a Titanfall 3, it would be huge. At least in my opinion, I think that's the hype around it. I don't know if the developers or EA know that. I don't know, maybe they're just blind to the fact that everybody thinks it's one of the best FPS titles in the last decade. But if they were to look and listen to the community, I think they would realize that a Titanfall 3, as long as they didn't do some crazy crap with it, would go over really well. And so that's my thought on Titanfall 3. Anyway, check out this gameplay here. I know it's terrible, but it's Titanfall 2, baby. I've been really enjoying playing Titanfall 2, and the thing about it is, I've said this a million times, I'm starting to get repetitive here, aren't I? That's the thing about doing daily videos. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out, right? Here's a question for you guys. If you're even this far into the video, do you think you would watch a video like Titanfall, where I'm just doing recorded gameplay and I'm just talking naturally like I would in game, not doing a voiceover? Because currently I'm just doing voiceovers for all of my gameplays. I'm trying to think of new ways to innovate as well, though, and I'm going to continue to do these, but I'm thinking maybe I filter in a couple games here and there where it's actually me talking in game, specifically in Modern Warfare Search and Destroy or Modern Warfare Cyber Attack with my friends, because I think that we have some really good vibes, and it's a good time a lot of times, so we're having a good time, some complaining here or there about some netcode or whatever, but for the most part, really good times doing that, and I think that I'm definitely going to mix those in. But what if I did like a Titanfall gameplay, right, where it's just me commenting on the gameplay, so like live commentary essentially is what I'm asking there. Definitely hit the like button, and also let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys think you'd be interested in. I am thinking about starting up streaming again too, once I get my PC fixed, and I'll just record my streams, and then that way, two birds with one stone, right? I'm recording gameplay, but also getting stream content out there for you guys. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to the video. I appreciate your support. If you would like to find out when I upload, go ahead and hit that notification bell. Aside from that, make sure to subscribe for more videos every day. I'm uploading a video every day if you didn't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. You have a good one, and peace out.